Okay, so the third question that I picked is actually got to do with my carnivore diet. People are asking me whether I'm still on a carnivore diet because if you look at my socials lately, I've been really focusing on my passion project, which is fashion. I don't talk about it so much. It's also because you can get a lot of content from other influencers in the space like Steak and Butter Girl. I don't even feel comfortable calling it diet anymore because it's become a lifestyle. And I try to steer away from this topic even with my friends. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to impose that they are unhealthy, because sometimes I sense that, like, when people find out that, oh, you don't do carbs, or is this for your figure, for you to maintain? If you know my story, you know that it's not just aesthetics. If you don't know why I went to carnivore diet, you can go to my YouTube channel. There's actually a playlist. But in short, I'm still on a carnivore diet simply because I think this has put me in a place where I've never felt younger. I've never felt more energetic. I'm not saying that every day I feel like this superhuman, like with loads of energy without taking any supplements and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. I know what I've been through when I was younger in terms of my autoimmune, eczema, flare-ups, and knowing that I have more sensitivity in me due to all the medications I used to take in the past. It's just not the best way for me to just go easy on what I eat. Meaning to say, I can just really go out and say, you know what, it's okay, everybody's going to eat KFC, I'm just going to go for KFC. It's just, yeah, because, and I've educated myself in a sense where I really prioritize my health. My health is everything before anything else. If you have no physical energy, I do not know how the rest of it is going to fall in place. I have gone through many phases where I don't feel my best. I have all this desire to do things, but physically there are some things that causes me to not do the things that I want to do. I have all these experiences that maybe you can say like you have kind of traumatized yourself. Maybe you can like try other things now. It's fine. Yes, definitely I can, but it makes me uncomfortable. And now you're gonna probably have this in your head that, but if you don't try, you never know. It's true. Actually, this 5 years, I would say that last year itself, there are some months that I was in this adventure mode of like, you know what? I've taken care of many aspects of my life in terms of my energy management. I think I'm going to conquer my fear. It's true, I do have the fear of sometimes eating something that is not ideal for me because I have some, I wouldn't say, it can be a traumatic experience, some allergies for sure. I was telling myself, okay, you know what? I'm not going to let this like prison me if that's what it is. Maybe for one day or maybe for a week, I will just go out of my carnivore diet a little bit. So I'm just going to be very honest to say that I'm not completely like meat all the way from 5 years ago until now. Okay, so obviously there are those moments that I would tell myself, okay, you know what? Let's see what are some other non-toxic plant food that is organic that I can embrace, because I do have this mindset of knowing that after you heal yourself, your gut, your autoimmune, it can be managed. So after some time, you don't have to be extreme, right? After some time, you can explore things again and reintroduce. So for those of you who follow my journey long enough, you know that I did do some reintroductions of like avocado, pumpkin, blueberry, things that are very safe. And then you must be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, these are the things that she introduced. It's not even like, according to some people, real food is food that is in a package. Okay, so that's, please don't watch my video if you think that packaged food is real food. Okay, reintroduce. I tried it and I actually did it in a very systematic way, in a very controlled way. I have some negative experiences where I just go with the flow, and then when I was doing reintroduction, because you eliminate all this food around you, right? And so your body kind of adapts to what it's actually good for you, which is I'm only eating meat and seafood. So no carbs, no sugar, no plants, just to be very clear, because some people still don't know what it means by eating all meat only. To be very a systematic way. You cannot just, okay, you know what, this week I'm going to eat whatever I want and see what happens. Right? You're going to introduce cereal, and then lunchtime we're going to eat fruits. It's like you just go all in, and then when things actually mess up, you don't know what exactly went wrong. So it needs to be a very careful, planned out approach, so that you know, okay, you know what, if I eat avocado, I'm kind of fine, but if I eat too much of it, it kind of gives me bloating, it kind of makes my skin itch. So it's to be very sensitive about the signs or the physical part that your body is giving you feedback. People who have certain, I would call it restrictions, in terms of like, they kind of think that, okay, you know what, because this food has given me bad experiences before, it would definitely give me bad experiences again. It is a mindset thing too. That is highly possible, which is why I think even more than you need to introduce it very carefully and be very aware of this mental state that you're in. And obviously when you're doing something new, you shouldn't be telling things to yourself like, oh, it's not going to work and this is what's going to happen. Sometimes you kind of manifest it. So I have been through that though, meaning to say that when I was trying to reintroduce food like earlier last year, and then I was telling myself that, you know what, I used to have rashes after I eat this. I did get rashes after that. This is how powerful your mind is, because what you say unconsciously, even if you don't utter it out, it can happen. And then I let it off for a bit. I heal back myself, but with a more refresh or a more positive mindset. And then after a while, it kind of gives you the same feedback. So it's just coming into conclusion that, okay, you know, some things just don't work for you, and at least you know why. Anyways, before this becomes a very long video, I'm still on a carnivore diet. Still eating mostly ruminant meat, which is beef, lamb, you know, most of the red meat. I don't really do chicken. Actually, I don't do chicken at all. It's just, I don't prefer it. Don't even do butter. I prefer, you know, just fatty red meat. That's how I get my energy. No marination, nothing. It's just meat only. And I occasionally, actually quite frequently, I go for seafood. I love Japanese food, and that's how I get my omega-3 and whatnot. You cannot just stick to one meat. I think some people who have very severe autoimmune, you obviously want to stick to beef only. It's helped so many people to get off medication. I think when you have a lot of studies like that, like, you know, update yourself with science. Not everything is what you know from the past. But please, a disclaimer, I'm not a health expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. So everything that I say is all my anecdotal, my N=1 experiment. It may be very different for you. Foods that you are consuming on a daily basis, are you overdoing it? Are you eating things that you know are not good for you, and you're unconsciously doing it time to time, but you still have moments where you don't feel your best? For me, those kind of things are not normal. And so that's why I take immediate action, because whatever my body gives me when it comes to feedback, I try to respect it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope that this answers the question, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.